Five, four, three, two, one. This is the Jedi 08, also known as Jeremy's Jedi Guillory. And classic.
Classic Mike here.
This is the Broken Turnbuckle podcast. We are talking about the top 10 SummerSlams of all time. Before we begin, there's some cleanups and some housekeeping that we need to do for last week's episode. So, the last week's episode, we said that Hulk Hogan had heart surgery shortly before he died. Um, Turns out it wasn't heart surgery; it was actually neck surgery. Completely unrelated to his heart attack that he passed away from. They're still doing memorials on WWE for him, for his legacy. So obviously, it was very fitting that he passed away near SummerSlam anyway. Um, also, found out that he was also battling leukemia that he was keeping to himself at that time as well. Um, we all know from Roman Reigns that leukemia is hard to combat, hard to get rid of. So if it wasn't for the heart attack, it would have been the leukemia that would have definitely affected him a lot more. Um, so yeah, his health was rapidly deteriorating, really bad, and probably wouldn't have been able to give him more than 5 years um, with all the health issues that he was having. Um, Very surprised that he didn't decide to retire or anything and just keep on promoting um, different things before he passed away. Also, um, we said that the only way that's going to prevent us from doing this list is if something other big happened. Another big thing did happen. Vince McMahon got into a car wreck. It didn't kill him, but he severely injured someone else there and just totaled the cars.
You're telling that he was being chased by the cops at the time. Cops were
Yeah,
chasing him. I just looked it up. That's
for
why he sped. Because cops kept chasing him. He wanted to get away from him. That was the reason.
why he was getting chased by the cops. Um,
Speeding. He was still speeding. He was speeding all the way, and the
yeah.
cops started following him. He kept probably got going.
So 79 years
He's,
old and still,
he's trying to probably pay attention more to cops on the road.
yeah.
Probably lost
I don't
control.
know. He's starting to become senile at this point, so I'm not sure
Pretty
what's going
much.
on with that. He probably saw those cops and thought that, oh my god, he's got another warrant or something. I don't know.
And he's being
Um,
chased. He was speeding.
yeah, they gave him a speeding
Accident.
ticket for it. So
Yeah.
um, anyway, going on to the list, we got some honorable mentions first. Um, we got 2023. Bear in mind, these SummerSlams, we have to go by the year because they did not go by the numbers. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Everybody knows that. Totally why
yeah.
applies to the first one.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult coming up with the list versus WrestleManias, but at least we're able to um, get this list going.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we just had to come up with the list, get the right format down this past week, and also compare, contrast, and
Yeah, we agree on some. We didn't agree on the others.
yeah, there
But
were
one
some,
persuaded him. One persuaded him on. So
yeah, yeah. So, um, so we just had to go through the list itself.
yep.
So we got 6 honorable mentions this go around.
Okay.
2023, we had to go through the match card on that one just to see how good it was. There were some repeat. A lot of these were very easy to go through because they were mostly repeat matches and rematches from years prior. Not saying that they were not good pay per views or PLEs, but they were just repeat and rematches of previous ones. Um, then we got 1997, honorable mention, 1989, and I just realized that two of them of the honorable mentions actually made it on the list. So yeah, we got 2023, 1997, 89, all as honorable, and 1993, all as honorable mentions. So we got four honorable mentions on here. Let's start with the list. Number 10 is 2001. Um, do you want to break down 2001, or do you think that we should?
I'll break ourselves one. Let's see. Here. Okay, match card was the Sunday Night Heat match. Jacqueline Molly Holly versus Iris Cuber Tor Wilson. The second match was first match of pay per view. The Alliance type matches: Edge and WWE versus Lance Story Alliance. They had the Dudley Boys and Test from the Alliance against APA and Spike Dudley from WWE. X Pac from WWE versus Security Light Heavyweight Champion for both WEs. Chris Jericho, WWE defeat Rhino for Alliance. Rob Van Dam for the Alliance versus Jeff Hardy, WWE. The Brother Destruction and Undertaker and King with Sarah for WWE. And Dallas Page and Chris Kanyon for Alliance. Kurt Angle, WWE, and Steve Austin for the Alliance. And The Rock, WWE, for T for the Alliance. I mentioned that because that was the invasion angle when it first started. That was all the matches. So which one do you want to go through?
Okay, so let's go as to why this one is number 10, real quick.
Well, because WCW and ECW were bought by Vince McMahon, and at the time he had so many wrestlers that he didn't want to do with them. So he was checking to see if these wrestlers were good. Went through all the wrestlers, see which ones he wanted to keep, which ones he didn't want to keep. Because he liked Booker T all the time. That's why he went against The Rock to test him, to see if he's able to hang out with the WWE. These were just test matches on this card. A lot of people didn't wrestle there at the time. They didn't know how people would respond to them.
Yeah.
So each pay per view and each TV match were all just tests for the wrestlers that they just bought. See who they're keeping, see who they're not keeping.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to do, cutting costs. He wanted to, that's why I did the whole lines for a year just a test. That's why it was just an angle to test the wrestlers that came in.
So next, yeah. So next we got number 9, 1999.
Okay, that's okay. Run down the match card. Okay. There's Jeff Jarrett against Deborah against D'Lo Brown. Then you got the tag team match for tag team turmoil. The participants were Edge and Christian, the New Blood Matt and Jeff Hardy with Gangrel, Mean and Viscera, Henry Godwin and Mabel earlier in their careers. Draws against Prince Albert, Prince Albert's test. I mean, not test, but you know what I'm talking about, whatever his number thing was. They had the Acolytes, Farouk and Bradshaw, and the Holly Cousins Hardcore Crash. Then you had the El Snow Bossman match, and Ivory versus Tori, Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman in a weapons match. Tesca Shaman in a Grand Street fight. The Holy Alliance Big Show and Undertaker Paul Bearer against K and X Pop for taking championship. The Rock versus Billy Gunn and Kiss My Ass match. They had the triple threat match between Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Triple H with Chyna.
Okay.
That was the matches.
And why would we put this down for number 10?
Some matches were quick, Some matches were good, some matches were okay,
Yeah.
basically. The Jarrett versus D'Lo was okay, but it's for Intercontinental European Championships, and then
Mm.
they're just combining them at the time.
Yeah.
We get rid of the
Yeah.
European one. The tag team match was great. It had really, really good, fast-paced action.
Yeah.
Boss Man also because they had a hardcore match, but that was at the time that Boss Man grinded. Well, don't get me mad, folks, but this at the time what happened. Supposed to kill his the puppy man, eat him. I'm just saying this was on TV, and not going to show
I
anymore.
don't.
Nothing made. That's what happened. They got this match going.
I think that
See,
was at Survivor Series because that
yeah.
was
Oh yes. Oh
Hell in
yeah.
a
Yeah.
Cell.
Survivor. Thank you. You have to correct me
Yeah,
sometimes.
that was
Okay.
the
That's
Survivor
before that.
Series Hell in a Cell
Oh yes.
match.
Survivor Series. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got you ahead.
Yeah.
You guys correct me on this sometimes. I
Yeah,
might.
it wasn't. It was.
The John Mark Blackman match was good. A lot of weapons and stuff like that. They really. Steve Blackman was all at the time trying to go via UFC to accept him, but he's an ultimate fighter, main fighting disciplines. That was a good match against Ken Shamrock. Test him. The street fight was crap because everybody kept interfering. His Shane's friends kept interfering. That wasn't much of a good match. That was a match if Shane lost, he had to get Stephanie Tess's blessing for the wedding, and if Tess lost, he and Stephanie had to break up. That was that match was about.
Yeah.
The whole NXT match was really good. I mean, really kept everything on there. The Big Show was just getting back into wrestling after his hiatus, before his hiatus, and because he needed to get retrained. And Kane was getting a lot better. Knox was getting a lot better. The Rock Billy Gunn match was hilarious. Sometimes
Yeah.
that was really good. The Triple Threat match was the best one out of all the matches. Because Jets Ventura was referee.
Yeah.
And most of the action, he lets a lot of stuff go.
Next one, number 8. Number 8's been highly controversial for this channel and this podcast. So obviously, y'all know that this one's going to spark lots of debate on. Number 8 is 2006. Um, y'all are wondering why 2005 would be an honorable mention. Yeah, we cannot just go by the whole one match being great versus all the others. So
Yep.
this one was a major improvement from the
Yep.
previous year.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
You got Carlito against Rob Conway's a dark match.
yeah,
Chavo Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. Big Show against Sabu. Hulk Hogan against Randy Orton. Ric Flair against Mick Foley. Batista against King Booker with Queen Sharmell. DX Shawn Michaels Triple H against Mr. Man Shaved Man. And Angelina against John Cena.
yeah, yeah. So
It was a better match. It was a better match card. You had mixed shorter matches instead of just regular Cena championship matches. You have I Quit match, and you got the Extreme Rules match.
yeah,
And if Edge got a squad fight was championship, he had to fight Cena no matter what. So running away all the time. They did.
yeah,
It was a shorter card, but it was good.
really good. Um, Next one was another one that I had to heavily debate on, putting on this list. 1994. Um,
All right. Let me know when we're ready. We run down the match card.
so 1994, the main event was Undertaker versus Undertaker. They had Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun to come down and investigate and locate Undertaker. They found two Undertakers and they just did a really bad main event, but there were some other car matches on the card that really helped improved it.
Let me interrupt you for a minute. If you don't know what Undertaker is, Undertaker took time off, but he with injury, so they tried it for almost a year. He wasn't wrestling because he was trying to enter, and then they did it. Then TBS decided to bring another wrestler by the name of Brian Lee. If you know what Brian Lee is, he's an indie wrestler. He's part of the Apocalypse team with the Hearst Brothers and stuff like that. And they brought him. He was an ECW bound wrestler basically, and they brought him in early in his career because he's the same height as the Undertaker and sort of looked like the Undertaker. But everybody knew that it wasn't really the Undertaker. It was just Brian Lee couldn't handle the match, and that's why Undertaker had to carry most of the match.
Yeah.
So that's why it was Undertaker. Everybody knew who Undertaker was, but now a lot of the people your age know who Brian Lee is. I'm just playing who the other wrestler was.
Yeah.
Because you young guys won't know who Brian Lee is. So I help explain some of these wrestlers. I was there at the time, so watch on peer review.
So yeah, that's why.
Go ahead. I was explaining who the Undertaker was. So.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So that's why that's number 7. Next one is 1995. It was a pretty solid event. Go and provide us what the main event was on that SummerSlam.
Diesel against King Mabel was Sir Mo.
Okay, so now on card that would not have been a really solid main event in my opinion.
No, it should have been a ladder match before that.
Yeah,
I should have been the main event.
Prior to that was the Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon ladder match.
First ladder match. That should have been the main event.
Yeah.
That took because the ninth match wasn't that great because everyone was exhausted from that Shawn Michaels match.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon stole the show for that.
Okay, I'll explain that match to people. What happened was Shawn Michaels had to take time off. He was still the Intercontinental Champion, so they had a tournament, Razor get Intercontinental Champion. Shawn Michaels comes back with a belt, and they're fighting for both belts. Same championship for the old and new. Hang up on the thing, fighting for it.
Okay.
This is what it was.
Okay. So, anything else on this event?
Let's see. Isaac Yankem at time was brought in by the Undertaker. Tried to make something he thought was a good wrestler. He wrestled him in the Smoky Mountain region. Smoky Mountain Wrestling WWE bought it, and he thought it'd be great for Bret Hart to teach him a few things so he can Undertaker work on him later. It's that idea of turning him into King a long time ago, but he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So they let him go through this with Undertaker and Bret Hart was an awesome match because Yankem could wrestle.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. Undertaker kind of match is okay. What's the other match I talked about that I liked? Oh, the Smoking Guns against the Blues Brothers. That's the opposite of Ken's debut.
Yeah.
You know who Zeb is? He debuted back in that year when he first came in. Yeah. Then he became backstage, and they run back later with JBL and all of the Rio and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's about it. The rest of the matches weren't that good. Yeah. Those are the key matches I liked.
And that was 1995. Next is the top 5 here. At number 5, we have 1991. So let's go with the breakdown as to why 91 is ranked number 5 here.
Yep. First match we didn't see. It was a dark match. It's the only one we didn't see.
Yeah.
Pogobiro against Kato. So I'm not going to talk about that because I never saw it until I got the DVD.
Right.
Rest we can talk about. Everybody don't know that's when Match Made in Hell when Randy and Elizabeth decided to renew their vows of the characters. Get towards the end of their marriage. They tried to save the marriage, but it didn't work. So
yeah.
And the main event was Hogan Warrior against Triglator.
Yeah. So
which one you want to talk about first? Your opinion, what was the best match on the card in your opinion?
For 1991?
Yeah, for this one. What do you think was the best match on the card? Yeah, because we're going to talk about the top 5. We're going to talk about the cards. That's my your opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the
I
place we do. This place for debating, folks.
Yeah. So, believe it or not, WWE did release their list of top WrestleManias of or top SummerSlam matches of all time,
Yeah, they did
and
that.
on this card, um, the Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect match was ranked in the top 5 matches.
Yes,
Um,
that was a good match too. Different
yeah,
styles, different family legacies, and
yeah. I would,
there was no interference whatsoever. Coach to stay outside. They didn't want to interfere because they knew the two cured themselves.
yeah,
There's no outside interference at all. They just threw everything to the kitchen sink.
yeah. So I,
That was a great match. I loved it.
yeah. So I would say that one would have been needed to be the main event versus what they
That
had.
should have been. That should have been. But
Um,
way to put things. Should have been higher. Should have been a little bit higher in the card than the Virgil
yeah,
DiBiase match. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Virgil,
I,
we had to carry Virgil. Virgil wasn't a great wrestler, but
yeah. And then next we have uh, two number 4, 2000 SummerSlam 2000.
okay, let me get that
Um,
up here. Okay, up here. All right. Okay. Oh, with Rock and triple threat match. Rock
yeah,
Angle and Triple H.
yeah,
That's where the beginning of well, still in the middle of the Undertaker Kane feud. That started like in I think 97, 98. Two of their
yeah,
feud. That's an old contest in that match, by the way.
yeah.
Then you had three falls match. We're gonna say this because he's part of the card. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, 12-3 falls. I don't feel like talking about Chris Benoit, but that was part of the card, like it or not. That was left out of the pay
We've
per view for years, but they decided to put it back on years ago.
yeah
And they
we've
updated SummerSlam before. It was way before his death. Then they were ones that took it off, and they put it back on afterwards. So
and then we get um, we have not number 3, 1990.
okay,
Um,
he hasn't got the Warrior against Rude steel cage match. Nah, that's not what. That was a great. That was a one to stand on the card.
yeah,
I'm sorry, but it wasn't. I think the one to stand on the card was. Let me check the rest of this. That's too short. That was not great. On the card, I think the tag team match was best. Hard Foundation against Demolition, 12-3 falls.
okay.
I
Well,
thought that was a better match of all of them because I looked at your matches and some are
yeah.
too short
What was the
again.
main event?
Ultimate War against Rick Rude and Bobby Heenan. Well, I say it's
Really?
repeats because they were both against the Intercontinental title first, which they trade barbs. But then they wanted to see if Rick Rude can get the World Heavyweight title. Then Warrior complained and changed his mind. Supposed to have been Rude becoming the champion, but Warrior had his complaints.
Yeah,
That's why he won the World Championship again. They kept it. They're trying to push Rude, but Warrior had a. At time, Warrior thought he was better than anybody else. To let you guys know, kept coming back and forth.
yeah,
That's before he realized he screwed his career up later on.
yeah,
He was all green. He wasn't like his former tag team partner Sting, but
yeah.
that's what happened. That's why that wasn't a great match, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I said Operation Demolition match was better.
All right. So next up, we have we're down to the final top 2. Um,
That's what we had a debate on until like I talked him into it. When I talked about our matches, and we
yeah,
switched it
yeah, yeah.
because he got
So
my
we
opinion on it.
we had a 5-10 minute debate on this. for the top two,
Yep.
because it was switched up and things. But we finally came up with a conclusion. Number two would be 1992 SummerSlam.
Absolutely. That
London,
was the biggest
England.
women's stadium in Britain.
Yeah. London, England. Main event was Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog for the Intercontinental Championship. That was an instant classic, 5-star match
Yep. Well, explain to people
altogether.
that Bret Hart was already done the Intercontinental title. They're pushing for the world title. That's why he picked the Bulldog
Yeah,
to be to fight with him because they really had a good match. It was in Bulldog's home country too. So
yeah. And then the match card itself was the reason why it was ranked number two. So,
yeah,
can you
so
go
something
through the
had.
match card, some of the matches, please?
Okay, the first one was a dark match. Was Jim Duggan and the Bushwhackers looking Butch against the Mountie and Nasty Boys with Jimmy Hart, Brian Stops, Sags. The other next dark match, you had Papa Shango, Tito Santana. Then the preview started with the Legion of Doom against Money Inc., Nails versus Virgil, Rim Martell versus Shawn Michaels with Sherry, Cecil Sherry, Natural Disasters and the Beverly Brothers, Bone Lake. Now, let's who the Beverly Brothers were. Back in the 8 are known as Construction Crew. They changed their name. Hence the
Yeah.
brother thing. They had Crush against Repo Man, The Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage, The Undertaker versus
Come on.
Kamal, excuse me. Thank you. I'm still a little tired. Sorry, folks. Been up for a little bit. The another dark match there was Tatanka against Berserker, and then the main event was Bulldog against Bret Hart because they had three dark matches.
Yeah.
That dark match
So,
was shown on Tatanka Berserker was shown on TV as the dark match, so they
right.
showed that for 5 minutes. The other two
So,
dark matches didn't show at all, so you got unless you get the DVD. Now, basically, some of these matches weren't that great because they're so quick. Like a lot of times I'm looking at, they're trying to get everything quickly done, so you get the the key matches they wanted longer. Which I think some are crap and some are good. That's why it's like the match on card like was the main event, of course. Then you got the Lee Doom against Money Inc. That was a good match. Then you got the Disasters Brothers. That was a good match. Saturday versus Brawling. The only Savage, Randy Savage Warrior thing was just starting up. That was a good match. Oh wait, it was afterwards, something like that, something around there. And that's the other match I like. I keep forgetting. Martel against Michaels. That was a good match, but too bad it was them. Too bad they brawled outside for a double count out. And the rest was okay, but like I said, as better as good card was, but it was starting to go downhill a little bit with the cards.
yeah.
In my opinion, like the first one for a while.
Yeah.
That was the time to show matches on TV, same matches on TV and everything else they put on pay per so it's kind of boring. But there too.
All right. And then finally, we're going to number one,
Yeah, has to be
1988.
very first one has to be there.
It has to be,
It was a
we all
great card
know that the
for
first
sure.
one needs to be on the list somewhere. So why not put it at number one
Yes, they had
for this
great
one?
matches on the card. Basically, they had 10
Very good
matches.
matches.
And a lot of these matches were not started from TV. They just started running the pair of view. All they did is talk. They didn't have no matches before that, except for WrestleMania, but that was about it. That was a great card.
So um,
That's a better card than the one we just talked about.
definitely, definitely. So yeah, it had a very solid card, very good opening um, event. It really did sell out for 88 was a very solid match card, very solid
Yeah, very first
opening
one, by the
for
way.
it. It really told the tale of what to expect for the biggest party of the summer.
Right.
And they They
And
really did.
some like got the ball on some other ones. So
Yeah, yeah. So you couldn't get better than what they did for that first one.
yep,
So um, so as of this recording at 2:35 Central Time, August 3rd, we
it's three
already
fifty five.
had.
It's 3:55 Eastern time. My
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Oh God.
So we already had night one of the first two nights SummerSlam. Um,
Let me take things off. Okay.
so um, did you watch SummerSlam?
I I told you I don't have the channels right now because I had to adjust my finances. Probably back next September I'll have back, but I saw a few things. I saw the main event, the Money in the Bank thing.
Yeah.
Um, that
Did
bullshit
you?
they pulled. That bullshit. That ruined it right there. They pulled that bullshit injury. There's a lot of wrestlers have injuries right now, and a lot of people do not like the fake injury angle. Because you
No.
got Morgan out, you got the other wrestlers out with injuries, and making fun of them. Basically, is what it is.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins was playing a joke because he thought it'd be funny. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry, but I read a lot of things. I saw the thing on some wrestling pages. A lot of people said that's the worst part of the match. That ruined the pay per view.
Yeah.
If they had an injury, he just ran in and then instead of hitting with briefcase all the time, ran in and wrestled. That'd been a good match, but he wanted to take the easy way out.
I know.
That
That.
turned the people that turned the main event into crap after that.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the fake,
Um.
as a lot of wrestlers are injured right now. You don't want to make fun of people's injuries.
Yeah. And then we get.
Wrestling kind of haven't seen it because I haven't showed all the videos yet. So I haven't
Yeah.
been on YouTube since last night. That's the only one they showed. I
Yeah.
watched it at work,
Yeah.
so it's the only one they showed. They didn't show anything. There should be anything else.
They opened up the thing with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus um, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Um,
You'll have to tell these matches.
it,
Like I said, I've not seen
it
the card.
okay. So that was not a good match. Um, it opened up very solid, really good. Okay, but what threw this the match completely off, that tuned me off completely, was right in the middle of the match, right when they throw them out of the ring, the two bronze out of the ring. Um, the Jimmy Uso's music starts playing, and he starts yeeting like crazy. And I'm like, this is it. This is the end of the match. This wasn't really much of a match.
Well, basically, that's not how they ended all the matches. It was in the middle. Because remember, some of the guys in the frame were in the middle of the matches,
Yeah,
not the end.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they've been
But
doing these matches. They put all the small stuff in the
when
middle, and that way the ending won't be so predictable.
yeah, yeah. But when you put on an opening match, do not do that,
Well, they
please.
did because of the ongoing angle.
Yeah,
Oh, no, why the match was not great? During the match, Breaker got injured. It said today on one of Wrestling Dirt Sheets I read, he got injured during the match, but he finished it. That's why it started going down a little bit. Keep up. That's why Green was in most of the match. Because he had a legitimate injury. I don't know when it happened. During the middle of the match, he got injured, but he finished it. So he's
yeah.
out for right now. So he's not going to be one of the
Maybe out.
bodyguards right now. He'll probably stay in there, but he can't physically do much.
Yeah,
He can't wrestle.
yeah,
So the doctors clear him.
yeah.
As I said, that's why sometimes it's unpredictable what's going to happen during the match. That's why sometimes it makes match crappy, but you got to understand the injuries these guys go through.
Yeah.
If he wasn't injured, it would have been a solid match. And what you're explaining.
Yeah.
So that was the only injury of
Um,
the night in that review
yeah. Yeah.
I read.
Then we get Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeating the Judgment Day. Um, that one,
Let me get picture. Flair and Lex won it.
yeah.
Because
Flair
that
and
wasn't
Alexa won it.
because Lynn wasn't there.
The
That's
way,
like they took titles off because Lynn wasn't there, and where the upper wasn't that
yeah.
ready for the tag team championship.
So
They're supposed to split Judgment Day up now.
yeah,
They're going to
yeah,
start
yeah.
doing that.
So the the story between Alexa and Charlotte has been: are they going to be considered friends or not? And they kept on saying, "We're not friends. We're not friends."
Well,
And
for a while they're going to be with tag champions, but right now they're trying to get her with the white band. Right
yeah,
now they're going to do something that I heard more
but
about. They're going to make Lily come out in real life as another female wrestler on the roster. They're going to turn from a doll to a real person.
yeah. Now there
Eventually,
was a
that's
moment.
their plan. So go on.
There was a moment near the end of the match
Mm-hmm.
when Alexa was about to do the Sister Abigail.
Right.
Charlotte was right behind her, and she was looking at her. Um, Alexa stared at Charlotte, and you would think that, oh no, Charlotte's going to screw Alexa out of the tag team championship, and she ends up giving Raquel Rodriguez a big boot and giving them the victory. So that is the biggest highlight of that match. Next,
Yeah,
we get
they wanted to do that to make it look like they're split up so you can confuse the other tag team.
yeah,
That was the thing. Guess what sometimes they do.
yeah,
But they're not going to split anytime soon. It's going to be a while before they do that,
yeah,
before anything changes.
yeah,
So it's going to be, I think, by the end of the year or Royal Rumble, they're going to split.
yeah. So then,
Maybe before that, you never know how
yeah,
they're going to run it.
yeah. Then we get Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, um, and Sami Zayn won. It was an 8 minute, 10-second match. Very boring.
Yeah,
Very,
basically, because you already know Ken Cross already beat him a few times. So you know
yeah,
that said what that's going to be. The way you said,
yeah,
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 this sounds a little
yeah,
boring.
yeah. The only thing
Like I
that
said,
did not,
I watched these matches, folks. I watched one highlight, and that was the main event. That was it. I haven't seen the other ones yet.
yeah, yeah.
Because they'll post a lot during the night, except for the main event.
Okay, so before I reveal the winner of these next two matches, um, next one is Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Who do you think would have won that match?
Let's see, man. We weigh everything out.
Do
I think
not pull
she's.
it up.
I think she retained the belt. Retained the belt.
She did.
I had to weigh everything between two girls. That's
Yeah,
why it took a
yeah,
little long to weigh everything.
yeah.
I know both of
Um,
them.
so Jade Cargill was about to um, do her jaded move off the top rope, and Tiffany reversed it and then did her finisher and retained the championship in 7 minutes. Um, Next, do not look this one up. We got Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Jelly Roll and Jelly Roll tag team match.
I heard a
Uh,
lot of things from a couple guys at Breaker about Jelly Roll's performance. Wasn't he might get trained wrestler, but wasn't up to par. I heard.
it didn't go up to par.
A lot of them didn't like that match. Didn't really much talk about it. Only talk about Jelly Roll.
Okay, so do you think that Jelly Roll won that match, or do you think he lost?
I think they lost.
He did lose.
Yeah,
Um,
because he wasn't great. Because Lone Paul was a better wrestler than he was. Lone Paul
yeah,
been doing it for a while. Jelly Roll just got started. He just lost the weight to start training.
yeah,
Like I said, he's not. Everybody says I say he's Bad Bunny was a trained wrestler, folks, and not because of rappers. Like Jelly Roll was just trained like for a few weeks.
yeah,
That's why he didn't go to it. He should have been starting
yeah,
from WrestleMania and training him a lot longer. It would probably have been a better match.
yeah.
He just
It,
quickly trained and didn't train him that good.
yeah,
So that's why it sucked.
yeah. They
It's Jelly
did.
Roll, but he's not a good wrestler.
They they um they ended up most of the time doing an injury angle with Jelly Roll. They kept on having him be carted off. He comes back, gets injured again, carted off, comes back, back and forth. really boring match. Really wasn't that entertaining. He did show up at the post show and talked about his performance. We'll talk about the pro show shortly afterwards. Next is the main event, CM Punk versus Gunther. We all have seen the highlights of it. CM Punk won, and right when he won, I was like, soak it in, soak it in. You finally won the championship. You're actually back on top. What's just soak it in for right now. Let's close out this pay-per-view. Then Seth Rollins comes out, and we're thinking, oh no, he's just going to antagonize him, threaten him, and things, and then he comes out with the fake injury angle, and yeah, yeah, that's
You wrote the pay per view. A lot of people did not like it. They said they should just not did the injury angle been a lot better, but this is kind of Seth Rollins' idea. Get
yeah,
the belt.
yeah,
No one else. Everybody thought he was really injured, including Triple H. But I think something's going to happen something on Raw. I
it
think
could,
Triple H got pissed. It's going to have. I think it'll be ramifications when it comes to Raw.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not right or wrong. I'm just saying my prediction. If my prediction's wrong, that's fine. Like I
yeah,
said, my predictions are not totally right, just from experience. I've seen other angles like that
yeah. So,
happen in the past. So
so tonight, also, there was a report out last night saying that they're no longer doing the press conference with the media.
yeah, it took too long because the matches were a little long and a lot of people weren't tuning in. It was too late at night. They wanted to go to bed and work. Some have to work, some were church and stuff. But press
Yeah,
conferences are going to go downhill a little bit.
yeah,
That's one of the
Di-
reasons. So they're not going to do press conferences no
yeah,
more because
yeah,
everybody knew who won the match. Just do the SmackDown Raw after the thing, and that'll be fine.
yeah. Do
Press
you,
conferences start to go downhill a little bit.
do
A
you
lot of taking long.
agree? Do you agree with the new post show format? Um,
Yeah, post shows are a lot better. Gets you right into the preview, right into some of the matches they talk about. They don't talk about all the way they act. You already know the matches aren't gonna be that good. You
yeah,
get right into the action with the guys and stuff like that. And the predictions and gets you so excited.
yeah,
But afterwards, no.
yeah.
I already know when the
So,
match is turned off.
yeah,
I'll read in those dirt sheets.
yeah. So,
Not read dirt sheets. The only dirt sheets I do are actually from people who worked in the wrestling business who
yeah,
know their stuff.
yeah,
That's kind of the sheets I read.
yeah.
They don't currently work there, but before I worked in wrestling, that's the ones I trust. I don't trust all the books, all this
Yeah.
other crap they come out with.
So next, so tonight we have night two, the very first night two for SummerSlam.
Right.
Um,
But I want to talk about is few people got left off the card. What do you think about that? Some of the main people, main roster, should have been on there. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, it's just not enough room.
Bailey and I read R3 were, but there were four people that were left off the card. That should have been on the card. People got pissed when they read that. They
Yeah,
got mad. Left them
yeah,
all those off the card.
yeah. I mean,
And not everybody's gonna make the
night
card, but
night two has 6 matches. They could have put them in
yep.
add
But
one more
the
match
but
there.
their tag team match was that tag team match tonight, right? The multiple tag team match.
The six pat table TLC match.
That's the reason that's the
That's
reason why they left them off the card because that those tag team match,
yeah,
multiple tag team match. That's why they left them off the card. That's gonna be a long one.
yeah.
That's the
So
reason why they left them off the card. They couldn't
so
put
who do you
them in.
think is going to win the TLC match?
Oh God. Running down the wrestlers, like I said, I've been watching, I've been hearing about it. I've been watching who are the teams I can.
There's the White Six, Andrade and Ray Phoenix, DIY, Fraxium, Mercy Machine Guns, and the Street Profits.
If they go technical tag team, it'll probably be machine guns. If they go for the brawlers, it'll probably be probably Andrade and whatever the other person
Ray
was.
Phoenix.
Yeah, those two. can actually brawl them. I saw both of them in AEW, so
Yeah. Um,
those guys can brawl. I mean, those guys. But I can be wrong. So, like if I push somebody else this time, you know.
yeah. Who do you think's going to win between?
Those are my two predictions. If they're wrong, they're
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. So, who do you think is going to win between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria this time?
Ooh, that's going to be a good style match right there. Going to be evenly matched in styles.
No disqualification, no count out,
I
last
think
chance.
I think it'll be a lot of interference, in my opinion. So I can't decide. I'm up in the air next. There's going to probably be a lot of interference on both sides. I'm sorry, but I'll up
There,
in the air. This is so much evenly matched.
Bailey,
And nothing's going to happen. And Bailey could interfere, or the other woman's not there could interfere. You know,
yeah, the ones that have not been on the card that you're complaining
it could
about
be
could,
interference. There could be a lot of interference in that match. Basically,
yeah,
that's what it's going to be. If not, I might be wrong. I'm just predicting, folks, because some of these can predict, some of these not. Because remember, some people are not on the card this year.
yeah.
I might show up.
Um, Solo versus Jacob Fatu in a steel cage. Who you got?
Oh, here's two predictions. Fatu probably going to win, but if I know Solo, someone new is going to appear.
Yeah.
You never know. Every time Solo fights, a new Samoan shows up. So it might be either that's going to happen, or someone might win without help. But you know Solo, he always brings in new blood.
It's a
So
steel cage match. How do you think that the other person's going to
they
show
can
up?
climb in the steel cage. They can come from underneath from the ring itself, like people did in the past in steel cage matches.
Yeah.
So, or
Um,
they might do something to Fatu before the match too. You never know. They might jump him.
Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Triple threat
Oh
match.
my God, that is going to be a good match. All these women were fighting for the belts for a while. Never got boring. You never knew who
Yeah.
was going to show up in Raw or SmackDown. But oh God, if it's brawling Rhea, if it's high flying, it's Io. If it's Tanika, it's Bianca. So I say it's the toss up. I'm not really sure. And that's too good a match to predict.
I'm going with either Io or Naomi.
Yeah,
Um,
you know me yet, but I'm just going up here. But Jay might interfere. Remember that it's still their ongoing feud, so she might cost Naomi the title. It's still the ongoing feud.
Jay was in last night, so
Yep, as
uh,
if might come in tonight to interfere once again. You know, or about
my
fair
my
play.
prediction is that Naomi's going to actually hold on to the belt all the way up to WrestleMania, and Jade's going to win the Royal Rumble and challenge her for that
But
championship.
let's see what happens from now on. Then if anyone gets injured, I don't go too far up here because you never know the injuries are going to occur.
Yeah. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
Styles,
That's going to be
because
obvious.
they screwed up in the tag team match a few weeks ago. But why I'm saying that is because everyone's getting sick of Judgment Day. So I think Finn, once her name's going to split with them, and then Liv is going to try and keep him. Yeah, but it's not working out. They're not. Well, I'm not. Is the other ones are not getting pushed. They're just standing there.
Yeah.
I think everyone's getting sick tired of Judgment Day. So they're going
Do
to
you
split
think?
pretty soon.
Do you think
They're
Finn is going?
in turmoil right now with Dominic and Finn. So something's going to happen between those two
So you think?
once they got tag team titles. Then there's going to be a problem between those two. And it'd be no more Judgment Day. That's been going on too long.
Yeah,
I feel they should have done that last year, but
they
that's
didn't.
how they run things. Like the
Um,
bloodline was too long, so it got boring. That's why they split them up. So there's no more bloodline or anything. It's just brawling now. It's just
yeah,
fighting.
yeah. Main event: John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight. Um,
Cody's gonna probably win because they're switching roles. The Rock's boy's gonna be
they
Cody.
already um,
I know, but
they
the
already
Rock's gonna
turned John
interfere.
Cena
The Rock is
face.
probably gonna interfere, or someone's gonna interfere to have Cody have the title for a while.
Okay,
And
so
then think the final battle is between him and Cody in December.
yeah,
That's what you're probably setting up for.
yeah.
The final conflict.
So did you see the segment on Friday between John Cena and Cody?
No, I don't. No, I work that night, and then I really want to watch primetime stuff, and have to sleep for work. But I haven't seen anything
You,
SmackDown yet.
you
Like I
need to
said, I'm
go. You need to go on YouTube.
yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's on YouTube. I haven't got a chance to see it yet, so
Yeah, you need to go onto
I
YouTube
got to
and
see it
watch it.
tonight because I had between breaks last night because it was a long night,
Yeah,
like 10 hour
yeah,
shift.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
I
Go,
slept most of the night.
yeah.
I'm so
Go,
tired.
go onto YouTube, watch it,
I'll see. I was told I'll
and
see it tonight at
yeah,
work.
yeah,
My break.
and you'll see exactly what happened. Um,
Yeah, I know it's gonna switch sooner or
they
later.
already did switch.
I know, but I know it was gonna happen before that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They already switched. Not, I know they already
No,
switched. But I said
they didn't
I knew
switch
it
Cody
before that.
though. They haven't switched Cody yet, but they have switched John
They're gonna
Cena.
switch Cody and SummerSlam. They're gonna
Yeah,
Brax come in and say, "Oh my boy," and he's gonna win the title.
yeah,
That's gonna keep for a while until
yeah,
November. I think Survivor Series is gonna be the key match. Final match between Cody and him. I think that's gonna be his final match. He's gonna show up in December,
yeah,
talking a lot.
yeah,
But they can't do it on regular TV or main event. You gotta do it on SummerSlam. I think
yeah,
Survivor Series. That's gonna be the final battle. See who's gonna have the title.
yeah.
There were no Cena's leave. Cena wasn't really going to leave the title. That was his angle. So they switched him back. A lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people want Cody to be a bad guy and John Cena being a good guy. Switch. That was the fans' idea.
Yeah.
Cody was bad. Like they liked Cody as a bad guy before. Not that face does whatever. But before when he had the DiBiase and whoever else he had, he was with Randy Orton.
Legacy.
They liked him as a bad guy. So that's what's going to
Yeah,
happen. They're going to switch roles to please the fans.
yeah,
So this is a fans one. I think Triple H listen. Be better battle that way. Because I see matches got too boring. He's a bad guy.
yeah,
He's not made to be a bad guy. I'm
yeah.
sorry. He was a long time when he first came in, but
Yeah, they had to do a 360 on that one.
yeah, it was getting bored. People were getting bored with it. People were talking about it. They probably listened and switching them. They probably knows that because a lot of people were walking out getting refreshments to go to the bathroom and they were going to watch the match.
Yeah. So
So that's it for the list.
that's it for the
Tonight.
list. We finally got it
That's it for
done.
tonight. That's it for tonight's fair
Um,
review. So
we got
I'll find out tomorrow who wins the key matches. So
yeah. Um, tomorrow is gonna be Monday Night Raw, as usual.
yeah, we're sorry if we had to do it on Sunday because I have a work schedule and that's so Saturdays I had to work early. That's why
Yeah.
we're doing this on Sunday. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do Sundays for right now until my schedule gets back. I work in a busy place and it's
Yeah.
getting their school time, so we're gonna get a lot busy with school supplies and all that crap.
Yeah.
Plus another store remodel from another store. We're getting customers from there too. So,
Yeah.
so as it's very hectic. Walmart I work at very hectic. That's why I'm still tired. That's last night's long shift. I slept, but
Yeah.
I'm still a little tired.
So, are you gonna be able to watch SummerSlam tonight, or are you gonna be working?
I can't. I guess I had to cut down Peacock stuff because I bought a new phone. It's taking my bills. So I'm go probably when I get them back to September. I got to get my car finished paying up.
Yeah.
And take that big thing off my hands.
Yeah.
I had to go my finances to keep because I'm in the fall beginning department. Last time I had to cut down on because I couldn't afford it. And the new phone I had to get, my own phone died. So my car gets paid off this month, I should be able to get it back in September. I'll take care of that one way right then. I'm all my finances back to normal. I'll get Netflix and Peacock back on the air.
Yeah.
Because those are not rich. We have setbacks in some places. Because I'm in a state that's highest tax in America. And that's what's
Yeah.
killing everything. So in your state, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to my finances a little bit till. So like I said, we'll talk about stuff and probably see some videos on YouTube. So tonight, so give me
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow too because I'm off tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I watch more videos on that.
Yeah. So
The week let's see, what's the week? Let me get my calendar here. Let's know a week from the 16th to 22nd is my vacation. I'm available on the 16th. On the 16th, but on the 17th and on, I have to take some medication stuff. So I got procedure. I got to get redone again. Double check.
Okay.
Come on, double check. So first half of the week, except for the 16th, I will not be available. But later on, but like I said, 16th, I am available on. I'll start taking the message to 17th. So that week I'm on vacation. So Mike can do, we probably do something special on that day, on the 16th. Be a little longer because basically I'm off that whole day, start Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we do something longer, not probably shorter ones we've been doing lately because I have to worry about work.
Yeah. So
So
next
next
week.
vacation. But
Okay, so next week or the next episode, um, you want to do heel versus face or Brotwinkle?
so Hills versus who?
Heel versus face, or do you want to do Brotwinkle, or we could do the plane ride from hell?
Let's do the play right from hell. I had to ask you, so sometimes you break, sometimes when you speak, your vocals start to go a little bit. So I ask you to repeat sometimes. Not much this time. It's better viewing than last time we had problems with. But this,
Okay.
like I said, sometimes when you talk low, I can barely hear you. That's why you have to speak up.
All right.
Because I talk low, sometimes you couldn't understand me either. So
Yeah.
you guys remember, I can talk a little louder. So play around hell will be fine because I don't really do much research on that. The other two have to do research.
Yeah.
So let's do the heel turn on the week I'm on vacation. The week I'm on vacation, I'll have more time to prepare.
Okay.
On my days off that week. That way, I mean, that's going to be a long one. It's going to be very, very long. We're going to do the whole entire history before the heel turn stopped. That's going to be a very long one.
Yeah.
Player House is going to be long, but not too long.
All right. So I think we're all set here. So
enjoy SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I do.
Please like, share, subscribe. Find me on Cameo so that we can do some more stuff around here.
Also, I'm not on it right now, but I'll let you know I'm back on the other podcast with my friends. We do Monday night talk about everything. Me and the other two, but right now he's doing work purposes, so I'm prep. So if you listen to Vault and Sandy, I'm off right now until he figures stuff out. But I'll be back on later on. I'll let you guys know when I'm back on the episodes.
Yeah.
We'll
promote that one as well.
I'm not on there right now, but it's a good podcast. You should listen to it. It's very good. It's on Spotify.
All right.
They talk about everything, mental health issues, anything that's on his mind. They'll talk about everything.
Yeah.
Politics, wrestling, Doctor Who, mental health issues because he's going through them himself. So he talks about that a lot. Yeah. So it's a very good cast. It's different episodes every day because he got so many people on there. So on Spotify, look for Bolton Sandy and look at the list. Yeah. I forgot what the other title is because he got same podcast with two new titles for. I forgot the new title. So Bolton Sandy's the old titles are still under there. So go check it out. Lots good podcast. Yeah. It's got a lot of people now, including people internationally to start tuning in.
Yeah.
All over the place. So it's getting very good.
So
I'll let you know I'm back on there again, but right now I'm not. So find some more episodes, but
yeah. So this has been the Jazz 08, also known as Jeremy the Jazz Guillory.
Classic Mike here.
Thank you and have a great rest of your day.
See you next week.